And they're off, and they're racing, and they're out there. And I think that might be Sung Hill Hong. Oh no, he's sitting back. Let's try and capture them as they come through. It is a Mentone uniform out early with the Diamond Valley runner. So Sammy Murphy leading. Cameron Ellis, next position. Joshua Carlin next. And Ranveer Gurja, a taller figure there with the headband on. You can see David Lawson also up in the mix early. Sung Hill Hong in the pink shorts. That's quite a fashion statement, considering he's got the yellow and black on. But it is his teammate from Mentone, Sammy Murphy. And we heard the coaches saying, take it easy, settle down. I'm not sure how experienced he is, but he's certainly rocketed out in this 3,000 metres. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Yes. You've got to remember that Sean Williams doesn't have too much more hair to lose.
Not too bad, Rocket. How are you, mate?
Good, thank you. Good to see you.
So Sammy Murphy, he's just settling now nicely now. Nice bunch behind him though. Alice from Diamond Valley just leading the way. Good, just sitting in nicely. A couple of the younger runners there. I think Carlin from Nunawading is one of those. And then a lot of the smaller guys, but no, he's looking. So Campbell Brooks is up there. Also Jasper Gay. So James Anderson starting to bullock his way forward as well. So nicely bunched there. Just going past Hong, also Lawson. So Alice doing a good job just taking the, well, it's one big long line now after that in this men's G3000. So leading gap there about 20 to 25 metres, not much change. We'll be coming through to get the 1 kilometre split. It's coming in for a seed time of 9:55, so that's just under that 3:20 per kilometre mark. So time check now about just approaching 2:45 on the clock. So nice little breakthrough there. Is that the Yarra Rangers runner? That's James Anderson. So I think that chase pack is picking up the pace and starting to bridge into that gap with Murhai. So 3 minutes now. They're certainly going to be well under the 10-minute schedule. So 3:15 thereabouts is 9:45, so they're under that at the moment. So 3:11 through the K. Anderson next. Alice, Gurja, then Carlin. So some nice pack running at the moment. Muscat at the back of the field. And we are seeing Anderson now bridging that gap. So 3:11 through. So they're just over the 9:30 mark at the moment. As we see a new leader. It is James Anderson. Comes in with a seed time of 10 minutes. So another reminder too, if you want a second dip at the 3,000 metres, Diamond Valley Athletic Club are holding their 10,000 and 3Ks next Tuesday night at Willinda. So check out, I think they're handing out a few flyers tonight, but check that one out. I think it probably could be on the AV portal as well. So the Diamond Valley 10,000 and 3Ks on next Tuesday night out at Willinda Park. So Anderson looking strong. Gurja, been impressed with Ranveer so far. Just sitting in nicely. Not impatient. Alice, Carlin, Hong, Gay, also Blaschke. Daniel Chen moving nicely as well. Daniel Clark in the South Melbourne uniform sitting mid-pack there in the second chase pack. Impressive running by Carlin at the moment too. That's been he's got himself in good position there. Been following Gurja and Alice. That's a good spot to be. Blaschke looking good as well. Jasper Gay from Williamstown, just sitting off the back of Blaschke at the moment. So Anderson's made his move. Alice now goes into second position. Gurja, then Carlin, Hong, Murhai, just been passed by Blaschke. Gay about to move up on him as well. And then Chen. Yeah. So good run here by Alice. It's just trying to bridge that gap now. There's Anderson. Leads the way. 3 to go. 1,200 out. We're approaching the second kilometre. Blaschke. Murhai. Greg Watson next position. Then Elmsley. Jared Trell just going through. I think Pamage just in front of him. Then Muscat. So about a 150 separating the whole field at the moment as we see Anderson approaching the 2 kilometre mark. So we'll get a split there. So they're about 3:11 at the 1K and they've just dropped slightly, about 6:27. So about a 3:16, 3:17 potentially there for Anderson going through that 2K. Alice nice and steady. Gee, the gaps are formed here though. Carlin in no man's land now. So how can the young man from Nunawading respond to that? Let's see how he goes sitting there. He's got Hong chasing him. Gurja's just drifting back. Blaschke in next position. It could potentially be a race in 2 as they go into this last kilometre. So definitely sitting wide in the lane, James Anderson, compared to Alice taking that real short line on the plinth. So Anderson leads. Then Carlin, Hong, Gurja. Great running here from Watson. Then Gay, Murhai. Then we have Brooks. Then Clark and Mitchell together.
Come on, Jared, keep it up. Keep it good.
All right, racing 2 still, 600 out. Not a lot happening behind either. I can't see anyone bridging the gap to 1 and 2. Now the interest will be what will be that order, and I might be putting my money on Alice. He looks like he's got a bit of toe here. Great move by Anderson a few laps ago to take the lead and really push that pace forward. The pace is still very honest. But let's see what happens. That magic that happens when they hear the bell. Who's going to respond? So Ian Sloan getting ready to ring it. So Anderson still leads. Alice right with him. Carlin will love that sound as well. He's winding it up. Hong, another strong performance. Can Gurja lift it here? Watson's been impressive. Then we have Elmsley. Then a bunch of the young kids with Dave Mitchell trying to belt them around the ears, which is great. Murhai also in the race. Dave Lawson still moving nicely. Pamage through next from Box Hill. Then Chen. So down the back. Still the same. Let's see what happens. I reckon there might be a kick at 200. Let's see what happens here. I've still got the money on Alice, but gee, I could be proved wrong here. I don't know. Anderson's just looking so strong. As we see Muscat coming through, the last of our bell ringers here. This is a great race. What a good run here from Anderson. I think he might have just broken Alice, and he does deserve it. He's done a lot of the leading, but great run by Alice too. Not over yet though. Can Alice raise that final surge? Time check 9:25, so they're just going to be the wrong side of 9:30. But hats off, James Anderson, great running. He'll take the win here, 9:32. Good running also for the young man from Diamond Valley there in Alice. Carlin and Hong. Oh, we'll give it Hong. Carlin in 4th, then Blaschke. Big finish from Mitchell. Nice run there from Watson. He's got a smile on his face. Gurja's happy as well. Elmsley through next. Then Brooks, then Murhai, then Brennan. Next one through, Davies, then Gay, then Clark, also O'Connor. Lawson next, Pamager. So into lane 3 to finish, lane 3 to finish. So Chen next, then Traub, and young Muscat, Aiden Muscat. He's going to be our last finisher here, but gee, he's going to be right on the 10:30 mark, so not a bad finish there for the G 3,000 metres.